Hello, my name is Dan Leaskar. I'm Chairman and CEO with EON. And today we're going to talk about the EON-XR 9.0's new features. So it's going to be a heck of a ride. We're going to go over a lot of features. And I think by the end of this presentation, you'll be as excited as I am about this release that has been in beta for a month. And now starting, I guess, next week, we have a formal release. I've been already playing with this product now for a better part, almost a month. And I've studied the learning capacity, the admin capacity, the training, the performance. And it is really a great step, and I must thank all our developers for their efforts. I know many endless nights. With respect to the platform itself, the library, the 1.1 million 3D assets, the ability to capture your own content, import it, the features related to content creation, the content experience, what you can do now, which has been significantly enhanced, the ability to do administrative option and create a customized institution and track the students in a very efficient way to a level that has not been possible before. But also the training and the performance modules. The training obviously includes things like guidance and assessment, the ability to be remotely and multi-users in meetings, which we call XR meetings, the performance related modules also with persistent tracking, and a lot of new features that are coming up in 9.0 and also shortly after in July. Now, to group this in some type of logical fashion, I have done 7 different presentations, and this presentation will do both the whole, you can see it as a whole, or you can see it individually as chapters, depending what you're interested in. So without further ado, I'll start with the first one, which is focused on cloud-based XR, the fact that we are an agnostic, hardware agnostic platform. And at this time, we also have a total new UI. So let's go to that. So the idea with a cloud-based platform is to be able to develop, run, manage, access, store, host, and distribute all your XR content. Normally there will be text related to this, but I will talk to it because there was, so I can get you a whole continuation. You can see that we support Magic Leap, Oculus Vive, iOS, Windows, Mac OS. So it's a very broad, more than almost 30 different devices, and we keep adding to them. So let's be a little bit more specific and have a glance. So obviously a lot of people choose to create in a PC environment or a Mac environment. There is also, you can select instead of using your tablet, both for creation, or you can also use it for the experience side. What you see here is what we call persistent tracking. You can also use your mobile device if you don't have a tablet. There's 4 billion people that have smartphones, and you can use those not only to experience things in augmented virtual reality, but also to meet, that you see in this example, with other people in other locations and be fully interactive. And that can be done on the object level, as you see there, but it can also be done using a full environment. Let me just stop that video. Yeah, so in this case, you can see that I start a meeting, I invite participants, very much the same you do a Zoom. The big difference is that you're not in a Zoom. You have participants with you and you experience a full, either an object in mobile, or you can actually transfer this object in augmented reality and walk physically throughout this, like you see here. I'm walking step by step, and I can even walk inside the building while I have other participate, and I can communicate with them with voice over IP. So that's an example. If we stay on a mobile device, so in this case it's a tablet, let's look at that. So there are different ways you can experience always in EON-XR, sorry. You have the mobile, you have the augmented reality, and you have also the virtual reality, which I'll come back to in a bit. Now, how do we experience virtual reality using a mobile? We have something called a Humido, and this is a device that's linked Two, you can link to your phone, and it comes, it's very inexpensive, and that provides EON shifts from the normal mode to VR mode, and you can actually get a very good experience that way. Another exciting thing is that we are not limited to Humido. We can do even the good old Google Cardboard if you prefer that, or if you want to do something more sophisticated, there's a number of suppliers that still produce glasses that you then can stick in your phone. So that's all you see in here is just having what basically you have in your pocket today. Now, if you want to take this a step further, it's also possible to do that. EON supports a range of augmented reality glasses and virtual reality devices, including augmented reality with Vuzix. You can see here, that's a good example. Or augmented reality using, in this case, Microsoft HoloLens, both version 1 and version 2. That's, by the way, the device that Microsoft got an amazing order of $21 billion with the Army, and EON has actually secured an order, not as big, but with the US Air Force for virtual augmented reality. When it comes to virtual reality, we support most devices, but the big ones are obviously HTC Vive that you can see here, and that is very useful if you want to do advanced training, for example. There are both wireless versions and wired versions. So remote collaboration, training, etc., is something that this device would be perfect for. But it doesn't have to be that. It can be anything else. For example, Oculus Quest is one of the most popular ones that we have as we speak. And this, you can do 3D assessment, etc., using this type of device. So that gives you an insight on what you can do with respect to the cloud and what you can do using different hardware.